Why in the fuck would anybody vote for Hillary Rodham Clinton at this late date? I think that's a question everybody needs to be asking themselves. I think that's a question that the Hillary campaign never really answered. They never had a mandate. Nobody decided that she was a good candidate except herself and her people and the DNC, apparently. But that's something that needs to be asked. At this point, it seems like Hillary Clinton, the emotional attachment people have to her basically being a woman, is what's keeping her going. That's not to say that that's the only quality she ever had or that she's not qualified. It's just because she's a woman or any of that stuff. I think she's, as far as corrupt politicians go, she's pretty run of the mill, maybe above average. But as this campaign has unfolded, she has committed so many grievous errors against the Democratic voters at the very least, particularly the Bernie Sanders wing of the Democratic Party, that there's no reason for her to be running. And the only people I hear saying that, oh, you shouldn't vote third party, you're going to ruin everything, vote for Hillary, she's better than Trump. The only people still backing Clinton, still on that bandwagon, are women, which is fine. If all the presidents were women and there was a man running, I'd probably have the same emotional attachment. I'm not saying that's an invalid reason. It would be great to have a female president. But that's all she's got at this late date. Because everyone else has said, to hell with this, to hell with the whole thing. The DNC, Hillary Clinton, her fucking VP pick, I already forget the guy's fucking name, Kane, the pro-life, family values garbage. You read this guy talking, he sounds like a Republican. The Nevada chair brandishing bullshit they threw at us over and over and over and over. She has fucked up. And it would have been easy for her to get the Bernie Sanders people on her side. It would have been pretty easy. I wanted to vote for Hillary. I wanted to come around, and I fully expected to. You know, I made up my mind, that's it, Bernie or bust, I'm voting for Jill Stein, yada yada. But I knew in the back of my head, she'll make some concessions, she'll come around, she'll woo the losing side, which is standard, and I'll probably end up pulling the H lever. I've been surprised that hasn't happened. She never came out and made any concessions, not even rhetorically, to the Bernie Sanders contingency of the Democratic Party. She picked a clown. My God, we were worried about Elizabeth Warren being her VP and selling out. Elizabeth Warren, she picked a fucking... It's like Barack Obama's Supreme Court pick. She picked a Republican who happens to speak Spanish and be from a state she needs to win. Too thin, Rooster. Too thin. I cannot vote for her. I will be voting for Jill Stein. And it took me until Julian Assange's revelations came out to really make that decision. I was very on the fence. I really didn't want to be part of the problem and allow Trump to get elected and all this. But then she did it again when she picked this guy Kane for her VP. She did it again, and then Assange comes out, and lo and behold, the RNC was gaslighting us when we said that they were for Hillary and working against Sanders. They said, you're crazy, you really think that? You're being a little conspiratorial, right? No, we were right all along. The whole thing was rigged. Hillary did not win democratically. There's been election irregularities in every single election. MSNBC and the corporate media, which we always knew was bought, but now we know in this instance, did everything they could to discredit Bernie Sanders. They even had the audacity to ask, does he believe in God? Make sure someone asks him, does he believe in God? From the Democrats. No more. I already am registered green. I will be voting for Jill Stein. Part of me hopes Donald Trump wins because at least he will have earned it. At least he won the votes of his party. I hate the man. I despise him. I think he's a clown. But, you know, at least he's doing what he does and not bullshitting. Well, he is bullshitting, but